I'm quitting
People
this
in
game.
chat are suggesting subtle video game character names such as Zelda and Epona.
See,
Jay Bantha says, go ahead.
I want to have a daughter so that I can name her after the most important female video game character
God
of
damn
our
it, Phil.
times. I'm going to name her Trespasser.
Oh yeah.
Um,
When are you gonna get her the tattoo?
Well, you know, it's got to be the right age for that kind of thing. I don't want to give it to her too early, and then she'll get made fun of by her teachers for being too edgy.
Don't name your kid Gordon.
You can't stop
Gordon
me.
Lightfoot.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
I'm gonna be really mad if you name your kid Gordon and not Jordan.
It's really clear. You could just pronounce the G as a soft G.
Yeah.
Okay, hold
Jay
on a
Bantha
second,
suggested
guys. I've got-
Epona Kohler, but I misread that as Epona Killer and was like, whoa. And then I realized there's definitely someone out there who calls themselves Epona Killer on the internet.
Yeah.
And that dude's an asshole.
Except it's EPWN.
Right. Oh, you're totally right.
Try and deal with that shit. Hold on, guys. Sorry, I'm doing some stuff that it's gonna make sense in a little bit.
Crocbox says Commander Shepard Kohler. It's pretty good. KF Trendy says that Michael Jordan Chaos in the Windy City Kohler.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
I think
Okay.
you guys let me know. Oh no. What just happened? Sorry,
Is
I'm
it
having
the
computer
baby?
issues.
Did you
Okay.
lose your baby in
Okay,
your computer?
okay. We're good. We're good. We got this. Let's play Half-Life.
Good morning and welcome to the Black
This is a better
Mesa
game.
Transit System.
We're
This
gonna
is a
find
better
out.
game.
We're gonna find out. I'm gonna see if this holds up compared
Wait.
to 007.
Of the Black Mesa Research
Also,
Facility
basically, this was
personnel.
like me having that existential crisis and Austin asking me, what game do I want to associate with the birth of my child?
sorry.
And this is the only game I could think of that I would want to associate with the birth of my child.
93
We have dinner date. We can play that.
with an estimated high
That seems
of
Do you think
good.
Half-Life?
105.
Do you think Half-Life 3 is gonna start on a train? It would have to, right?
Phil, does your son herald the arrival of Half-Life 3? Is he the chosen one?
Listen, I don't want to confirm or deny anything right now,
Okay.
but
I
if you
understand.
wanted to get the rumor started on Reddit that if people come and watch my stream, then Half-Life 3 will be released,
This train
then,
is
you know,
inbound.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought you were gonna say, come and watch my son being born, which I thought
I
was a
also
little
thought
strange.
that's what he was going
why
to
the
say.
fuck would I care if Reddit watches my son being born? But I do want them on this stream because I need them hits.
Beyond
Them hits.
Sector C,
Hits on hits on
you
hits.
will need to return
Lumberjack Bonanza is
to
asking if this is the Team Fortress game he's heard so much about. Yes, this is Team Fortress Classic.
Right? TFC.
I
played a bunch of that back in the day.
Also, can someone change the thing to say that we're playing Half-Life instead of 007 Legends? Or Dota. You can just put Dota.
Okay, this is Dota. The first
Can I say
Dota,
it's
which was a
super
mod.
granny? That'll get them hits.
Half-Life Super Granny. Half-Life Super Granny 3.
No smoking,
Right.
It's a crossover.
or drinking are
Wait.
permitted within the Black Mesa Transit
That can't be
System.
right. I must have messed up.
What's up?
Only
There's a
Half-Life
hyphen.
2 Survivors.
There's a hyphen.
Oh, okay.
Do not attempt
I wish we were playing Half-Life 2
I'm
Survivor.
freaking out.
The train has come to a complete halt at the station platform.
Crocbox says
This
this
was
is Dota
back
3.
Event of an emergency.
Yeah, Dota 3. This was back when Half-Life was called The Facebook.
And await further instruction. If it is necessary to exit,
Also, you can change the name too if you want to, because I don't know what to change the name to.
Yeah, I've been trying to
stay away from
think up some puns, but I think I'll let Janine do it because she's pretty funny.
emergency station
Is she?
until assistance arrives.
She does alright.
Does she?
You know.
She does. Janine, you're funny.
Yeah, gotcha. Jokes.
Jokes.
Right.
Guys, have you ever played Half-Life?
Yeah.
I have, yeah.
This is a really good video game.
Yeah. We'll see if it holds up. I mean,
I
Except...
remember being really disappointed when they canceled the Dreamcast port.
Oh, yeah.
that came out. I mean, you can get that. Like, I can give that to you. I have it somewhere in this house.
It wouldn't be legitimate, though.
Okay.
Crocbox says 2.5 life.
Rommel 1 Half-Life.
Yeah, I agree with
That
Polar
is-
Scribe.
you
This
know
looks
that
like a
is-
rail shooter right now. It's way less exciting than 007 Legends. By this point in 007 Legends, I was shooting dudes and hearing crazy shit in my earphones.
Whatever, I love monorails. They're so relaxing.
Crocbox asks if we saw the super replay of Half-Life. I watched approximately 2 episodes of that, and that was all I could handle of watching Dan play Half-Life.
I think Andrew's gonna be a little pissed. You're kind of stepping all over his training day ground right now.
Yeah,
Like
I
this is clearly train.
Okay, got it. Always be quick saving.
ABQ.
No, for real though. If you guys haven't, you should go check out that super replay. But like, it is. If you've played Half-Life before, it's kind of infuriating because Dan is not good at this game. Not that I'm like incredible at it by any means, but
Right.
it's just bad.
What you're
There
saying is
is-
It's bad in
by
infuriating
comparison,
ways.
you're a golden god at Half-Life.
Right.
I see the G-Man. Spoilers.
Have
G-Man
you guys
is
seen?
a,
Your radiation safety officer immediately.
Go ahead.
Work safe. Work
Color
no,
smart.
I didn't have a second half for that joke, so I'm glad that you
Oh, I
jumped
thought
in.
you were gonna have a point. I thought you had like info on G-Man. I was
No,
really excited.
No, never.
There is a really interesting
Please stand
video
back from the
if you're a
automated
huge
door
nerd like me.
for the security
And I
officer to verify your identity.
That is
Before exiting the train,
a dude. It's a let's play of
belongings.
a room,
And have a very
which sounds
safe
crazy.
and productive
Of I
Like
think
a
it's the
room?
first room in this.
Like you're running late.
It's a
Oh,
dude
okay.
talking about the design.
I thought you just
in-
meant like he was doing a let's play of his living room.
No, that would be insane.
That seems like art.
Um,
I don't know.
wait, my friend art, or
No.
it also seems like him.
Epic Open World asks a serious question: do we think Valve is actually working on Half-Life 3? My best guess, I think they are working on it, but in the sense that they have like a small team of like, I'll say like 12 people who are like slowly crafting something. But
At whatever pace they deem
and like
necessary.
maybe they've been working on it for like 6 years and they're almost done, or maybe they're like barely have anything.
Right.
As much as I want it to be the former, it is probably the latter.
I think the main thing is that
Sup,
it'll come
guys?
out in 10 years when
This is the room.
they launch their console. Like Half-Life 3 is going to be the launch title
About
for
the
Valve's
Steam
console.
box. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Valve box, whatever.
I like just running
So, yeah,
into
there's a-
these scientist dudes, just like
There's a 10-minute Let's Play of that first room, which sounds weird, I know, but like there's a dude named Robert Yang, I think is his name. I'm pretty sure is his name, who spends some time looking at like what makes that room a really great and like really important room in the history of first-person shooters, and like how it communicates information to the player, and how it communicates information about that world, and like the way Half-Life is going to work as a game.
Guys,
and it's like 10 minutes.
check
It's
this
pretty
out. I'm gonna interact with this microwave.
great. Shit like that. Mind-blowing.
My God, what are you doing?
But I hope this holds
That
up. I haven't
microwave
played
is
it in
so-
years.
That microwave is such an intense piece of foreshadowing because it's like you interact with the microwave and it explodes, and then later you interact with the testing device and it creates the rift.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Fucking spoilers! Jeez.
Spoilers.
We're playing blind. All right.
Sorry.
I've never played this
Yeah,
before.
Blazing Raven.
Welcome to the HEV.
Where did I leave that
It's not my wiki, so.
procedure chart?
But
Everybody in chat, look at these Hello Kitty donuts.
I've heard good things about those.
well, those are pretty good. I'd eat those. No, Virtual Sphere. You're right. This is a daily life simulation game. This is the prequel to Cart Life. Before Anders moved to a small town in Colorado, he lived in this other small town in Colorado. That's where this is, right? In my mind, Black Mesa is in Colorado. Is that right?
Sure.
And he worked here. Andros,
game
not
still looks
Anders.
pretty
Anders
good.
is from Dragon Age. Yeah, it does.
Glad we have this really nice, totally functional elevator. I'm sure later, when we come back through this area to go up, the elevator will remain
Yep.
functional. Everything will be
It's a
just
trustworthy elevator.
Polar Scribe, thank you for linking that. I had it, and I just didn't think to link it. Weird.
fine. For real though, what's your guys' experience with Half-Life?
I played Half-Life and Half-Life 2 in the first 8 minutes of Episode 1. And
I
then
didn't
all
get
the
through
four
Half-Life
games.
2 because I'm the worst person.
I haven't played any of them at all
Easy.
because I had a Mac and
Do they work
really-
on Mac now?
They do now, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but at the time, because Macs didn't get their Intel chips until much later.
Right.
The administrator is very concerned
So,
that we get a conclusive analysis of
yeah.
today's sample. I gather they went to
Kind of
some
limited
lengths to get it.
in what I couldn't play.
My Skooks says, who has the very faint techno music in the background? That was the game, actually. So when you first get your suit, it starts out. There's not a lot of music in this game, but they use it really effectively in the sense that like it plays at very important points. So when you first get your suit, it starts up some music.
It's non-diegetic music. It's not like your suit wasn't making that music,
I
right?
don't think it's supposed to be.
What if all
My
suits
favorite
made
thing, my favorite discovery when I played Half-Life like religiously in high school. Like I literally played through it like
the Cult of Freeman?
probably 8 times or something, way more than any other game. But my favorite discovery that I made is that you can go into the files and put any MP3s you want in there, and it will play whatever MP3s you have. Like, so, you know, if I had, say, like some shitty Offspring song
For instance, you just hypothetically.
as MP3 number 5, then suddenly that, when the game queues up, hey, now is when you play MP3 5, it would play that song.
I'm afraid we'll be deviating a bit from standard analysis procedures.
Gordon
today,
is
Mr.
pretty
Norton.
fly
Yes,
for a white
but
guy.
good reason. This is a rare opportunity for us. This is the purest sample we've seen yet.
And, potentially, the most unstable.
Now, if you follow standard insertion procedures, everything will be fine.
I don't know how you can say that, although I will admit that the possibility of a resonance
These guys are
cascade
talking
scenario is
nerd
extremely
science talk.
unlikely.
Gordon doesn't need to hear all
Well,
this. He's
nerds.
a highly trained professional. We've assured the administrator that nothing
Always
will
be
go
jumping.
wrong.
Gordon is just really
yes,
strung out on
you're
caffeine right now.
Gordon, we have complete confidence in you.
Well, go ahead. Let's
I've been rewatching the Giant Bomb pre-Skyrim Elder Scrolls marathon. So the constant jumping just makes me think, oh, he's really leveling that skill up. That's good.
Yeah.
Getting that athleticism up.
It's important.
God, I really want to play Elder Scrolls games right now.
Me too.
I want to do all of them. I kind of want to play.
Do you want to stream Skyrim?
I would stream Skyrim. I totally would.
I have this Oblivion. I couldn't get Oblivion to work
Oh,
on the
God.
Windows side. What? What?
Nothing.
Okay.
Continue.
I couldn't get Oblivion to work on Windows side, but I bought it on Steam. So I found this like wineskin for it so I could play it on Mac. And it's perfect and it works with mods and everything, except for there's this sound issue where if anything falls or rolls down a hill or like any kind of physics interaction, it's this super loud clunk bang like thump, like someone is banging around immediately in your ears.
It's amazing.
It's hilarious
It's like,
and also terrifying. Like
I've
when
often
you're
heard
creeping
it.
around. Yeah, you'll hear it through my microphone because it's that loud. But like you'll be creeping around a tomb or something, and then someone drops an apple, and it just sounds like everything is falling in around you. It's great.
Oh, it's so good. I wish I could just interject that sound into other people's games sometimes, because
It's really the best way to play that game with horrible, inappropriate
especially as a
soundtrack.
stealthy character, especially like a character who wants to be sneaky.
Guys, video games.
Video games.
Right now we're just waiting for good things to happen, for science to happen.
Science is pretty cool.
Probably, but I'm showing a small discrepancy. Well,
I'm pro science.
sustaining
Janine, do you have interest in the Half-Life game? I hope you do, because I'm playing one right now.
I have like historical interest in it. Like there's a lot of games that I personally would not want to spend the time to play, but I feel like the fact that I haven't played them bothers me because I'm curious about them. There's significance to them in gaming as a thing, and I like being educated in the things I'm interested in. So in that sense,
Things are
like,
going fine. Things are fine. Don't worry about it. Well, this is what I'm doing. I'm trying to educate you. I'm trying to help you. This is Half-Life.
Oh wait, it is?
Yes.
I should probably change the stream title then.
Do you have it as Dota?
No.
Phil, your experiment seems like it's having some problems.
Yeah, that didn't look like it was going so well.
No, this is normal. Don't worry about it. Oh boy.
Everything is fine, nothing is broken.
Oh boy. Oh, this part is like my favorite part are these when you get warped in with these like electric-y guys, because that's super creepy.
The underwater part here in a second is the most terrifying thing in the whole world. Because being underwater is terrifying just to begin with.
What's your deal with being underwater?
It freaks me out. I can't handle it. In any video game, it doesn't matter what it is. Like, even like the underwater sections in like Super Mario 64 give me a panic attack. I just can't do it.
I can kind of see that.
My connection died.
I think in the Sonic the Hedgehog, playing that as a child gave me some feelings about being underwater in games.
Definitely came back into this conversation at the best point.
Things look
Or, like-
fine. Things are okay. I think we're doing just fine.
What's funny about what just happened is that you took a med pack from the ground next to the man
Yeah.
who was being resuscitated.
So Phil, how many times have you played through Half-Life?
Probably a dozen?
Okay.
That was the very first head crab sighting right there. BT dub.
Yeah.
You'll need me to activate the retinal scanners. I'm sure
It's
the
a
rest of
historic
the
moment.
team will gladly help you.
I mean, I don't know for sure, but I would say probably. Oh, wait, where are you? Okay, there you are. Yeah,
Are we all
probably
naming?
probably something
ahead.
like a dozen.
Access denied.
I literally, like I said, I used to play through this game a lot in high school, and then
Right.
after high school, I've kind of made it like I would say the last couple years I haven't, but I used to try and play through at least like once a year.
Right.
It is probably one of the games that I know best. Like, just... Although, I guess I would say a lot of times when I play it, I get to Zen, which is the section that everybody kind of complains about, and I kind of give up there, because it's pretty bad.
Like, you've gotten your fix, though, right? Like,
yeah.
The point isn't necessarily, like, you need to do a complete run. It's like hearing, a song off of an album you really love, you know, like, I get that urge sometimes with certain games, and, like, even if I don't complete them, like, oh man, there goes that elevator.
Yep.
I still, like, the itch is scratched, you know?
Also got a crowbar. People should note that. It's pretty key part of Half-Life lore.
Can you use it to break into the principal's office?
Yes.
Good.
Or I could if I had any girls who I could sacrifice in my place if we get caught.
Well, Phil, you know you could sacrifice me if we try to break into the dean's office. You know I got your back.
Oh god.
Part of your gang.
Not me though, I'm out. If we get caught, I'm gone.
Out.
No!
Good catch.
Something bad happened.
Oh, did you not get back on that ladder?
Don't worry about it. We can rewatch the...
Oh boy.
Virtual Sphere says, so how's System Shock's last System Shock 2 in comparison? I haven't gone back to replay System Shock 2. I've seen people replay it recently.
So my impression, and again, this is probably super biased from the perspective of, like, Half-Life is one of my favorite games ever, and System Shock isn't.
Right.
But from trying to go back and play System Shock, I feel like System Shock is harder to go back to.
I agree.
And I think that's less of I think it's mostly just because it's more complicated as a game.
Right, exactly. I feel that way about Deus Ex, which I think is comparable to System Shock for many obvious reasons. There's a similar lineage there, and definitely both pride themselves on being thinking first-person shooters with RPG elements.
Yeah.
But I went back to Deus Ex like 2 or 3 years ago and replayed through, like, say, 3/4 of the game, and the shooting doesn't hold up, and, like, that's kind of course it doesn't, but a lot of the stuff that was really exciting about those games at the time has since been fleshed out in other games, and doesn't hold up, and isn't exciting anymore. And also the writing in Deus Ex especially isn't very good.
Whereas the stuff that is exciting about Half-Life is basically stuff that's going to hold up forever, in the sense that it's like it's good level design. It's just really great set pieces.
Right.
So like, I would say the one thing that does not hold up in Half-Life is the Zen stuff that we talked about, which was like its one thing that was like a little bit more ambitious and weird.
Right.
And where, like, now playing it, I can see what they were going for, but yeah, it definitely isn't. It doesn't work.
Jay Banta says, but the reading in Deus Ex is nice. All those books. I don't mind reading. You know, like, that's definitely not the part of Deus Ex that doesn't hold up for me. Like, I just finished Shadowrun Returns, which was 15 hours of reading. There's no voice acting in that game.
How did you end up playing that? I know you were really excited for it.
I really liked it, but also it has a number of serious problems, both in terms of technical stuff, like the save stuff that Arthur complained about.
Yeah, I guess we talked about it a little bit, but...
A little bit, yeah. And then there's something else that's kind of... Cyberpunk as a genre in gaming, both in terms of video games and in terms of tabletop stuff, is often about, like, making interesting gear choices, right? Like, what upgrades do I want? Do I want the revolver? Do I want the automatic pistol or whatever, right? Like, it's really, like, gear porny. Really, like, there's lots of, tinkering with the best loadout and blah, blah, blah. And, like, that's not my favorite part of Cyberpunk as a genre, but it is an important part for a lot of players. And even for me, sometimes it does draw me in. And Shadowrun Returns has a really linear gear progression. Like, oh, there's 5 guns. And that's really contrary to, I think, one of the big things about Cyberpunk as a genre, which is about, customization and expressing yourself through the tech that you wield and the tech that you put into your stupid body, So that frustrated me a little bit.
Sure.
But I loved it. I think it was really well written. really bites Raymond Chandler hard, but like, guess what? I am super okay with that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's the kind of thing that I feel like I would be pretty okay with as well.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what you do.
Austin, if you had donated to that Kickstarter, would you be pleased with the product
I did,
that you received?
and I was. I did,
Oh,
and I
good.
was. Yeah, it's one of the few Kickstarters that I have donated to. I think that it's a really small team, and I really buy the line that I think Kotaku and Rock Paper Shotgun took, which was the thing that you're getting isn't just the game, and yeah, we should judge the game on its merits and this campaign, but it's also the tool set. You're kind of paying for access to what the community makes and to whatever future stuff that Harebrained Schemes makes. As a backer, I'm going to get the first piece of DLC for free, which I'm excited about. Because they have said that piece of DLC is going to resemble the Genesis game more than the SNES game. And the Genesis game is an open world game in a lot of senses, and this was not. Like, this was a very linear adventure game, and I liked that. That was fine. Like, that's a really guided experience. But I would love to feel like I'm in a city and like able to explore it at my own, in whatever direction I think is interesting. So. But I
would you recommend that I play it?
Not for $20 probably, and not right now because there's a lot of there is stuff that I didn't run into. I've heard there's bad scripting errors and points, which could be really frustrating. The save system never fucked me over, but it came really close a couple of times. And I built a character who was really well made for the stuff the challenges that were put forward. But there are character builds right now that I think are busted. And I wouldn't want you doing that and getting frustrated and like writing the whole thing off. Like Melee right now seems to be completely
So you're saying
worthless.
like maybe I should play it, but wait, let it get patches, let it get some good user content, etc.
Right. Do you want to play Neverwinter Nights on the day it comes out, or do you want to play Neverwinter Nights a year after it's released when there's a ton of good user content and stuff's been patched?
Or at least when the good user content is floated to the top. Because I'm sure there's good user content now, but good luck finding it because everything's just kind of new and
there's actually
people
not that
haven't had a
much.
chance to sample. Well, you saw that bed thing.
Yeah, there's like 35 things on. One of the things on Steam right now is a bed with a naked lady.
Yep, I saw someone tweet about that.
Great. There's only like 35 things, and another one, my favorite one on the Steam workshop for Shadowrun Returns right now, is a dude who's uploading JPEGs of images people can use for their Shadowrun Returns user content. Like, not for the content itself, but like for the Steam Workshop page. Like, here's a Shadowrun logo JPEG that you can use to, like, what are you even doing? What, like...
You were gonna say he was uploading just like image character portraits. I was gonna be like, so what? Because that's the thing.
No, that I'm down with. That's fine. That is totally it.
He's just uploading the like press kit or something.
No, it's not even. It's like it's worse than that. Like, he's taking press kit pictures and then going into Microsoft Paint and writing like Shadowrun Returns user generated content on it with like a gothic font or whatever.